This is our second part for the video for 2.4 section that's talking about Venn diagrams and equality of sets. So the first example we're going to look at here is one where it just says use the Venn diagram, which has a universal set with members in it, to list the sets in roster form. If it helps to use a small drawing, for example, if it's only one example, you could draw the whole piece. But remember, because it's on my math lab, if you're using the same drawing for multiple questions, please be careful. So I'm really just going to come over here. I'm not going to write down what's in each piece, but just to show you a way that you could quickly draw like a sample piece on your paper. So I have three sets, and I want A intersects C. So A intersects C is what's in both of those, which is this piece portion right there. Now again, you could do it two different ways. That's one visual way that you could do it. So you could come over here and realize that that is going to include the set of 4, 5, and 7. So that's one way to do that problem, and it definitely works. So that's one I could do directly by looking at the picture. I do want you to realize that you definitely could have listed out each set. So A is the set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. Set C is this circle. So it would be this set 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 11. And the intersection of the two, which is what we're doing here. So the intersection is what's the same. So what's the same? If I go through here, not a 1, not 2, 1, 3. That's why it's helpful to put it now in smallest to largest. 5 works, and 7 works. So again, that's my answer over here. So if you have a drawing, you can do it how I did it up here, but that's still showing me how you did it. You can also do it by listing out the sets. Again, at this point, it's whichever one clicks with you, but if there's not a set listed, you're going to have to, again, reason it out using the definitions. So on number 3, notice that we have a complement on the outside, which is the leftover. So again, this was one that I can easily do by the picture because the inside piece is the union of all three sets. So all of A, all of B, and all of C, because I'm doing a union of all of them, which does include everything. The complement says what's left over. So the leftover in this case is that part that's outside of the circles. So the leftover is 10, 13. Those are the only two that are listed there, but make sure you look all the way around. So if you can, use your picture, okay, shade your regions, that's helpful. If you can't, or that doesn't make as much sense to you, you can definitely write the sets out in roster notation. That's okay as well in the end. But the final answer, notice it asks for your answer in roster form. So it was 4, 5, 7 for number 2, and it was 10 and 13. And both of those are in braces because they're in roster form. So we're going to look at the next type of question you're going to have in this section. And this is one where it just says, all right, I'm giving you those regions like we were talking about with the 3 sets, so regions 1 through 8. But they actually want you to use this definition from a chart to figure out what region these countries will be in. So indicate the region. So the first one we're looking at is United States. So we're going to go up here, and again, I'm going to unhighlight once I'm finished with a piece, but United States is in apples, United States is in oranges, United States is in nuts. So again, just kind of another way you could have done it. You see it in apples, you see it in oranges, you see it in nuts, which means it's in all of the regions. So it's that intersection of all of those regions, which should have been region 5 in the center. So my answer here should be region 5. That is the region that includes apples, oranges, and nuts, all 3 of them. So we're going to look at the next one, which is Portugal. And in Portugal, we're going to look at the first column. I don't see it. Look in the second column. I don't see it. Look in the third column. I finally see it. I only see it in nuts. So only in nuts. Again, this is where you're understanding what that terminology is with the regions. The nuts is the whole circle here. So this is all nuts. But regions 4, 5, and 6 include some other pieces or apples and oranges. We only want it to be in nuts, so it's going to be region 7 for that piece because I want it to only be in that. So I'm going to just erase this part that I highlighted. So we're going to our last one here, which is Mexico. I'm going to go through my chart. I don't see Mexico listed first. I'm looking here. I see it in the oranges, and I see it in the nuts. So when I list out right now, I have it in the oranges and nuts. So I'm going to erase what I had highlighted or circled here. So oranges and nuts is this whole piece. But realize up here, it was not in the apples. So if it's not in the apples, region 5 includes the apple circle. So that is not a possibility, which tells me it has to be region 6. This is where you have to understand what the different terminologies mean for the problem. So we're going to go to the last examples here of types. And again, they're going to go to something that I'm definitely going to be asking on the test. You need to be able to show that the two sets are equal. So remember, I'm asking for 3 answers. What region is your answer for the first statement? What region is your answer for your second statement? And are they equal or not? To get full credit on the test, you have to show all 3 steps. Some of you will learn how to do it with graphing. That's fine, but you still have to label for me and say region 1, 2, 3, 4. What is it? Okay? Make sure you tell me what those pieces are. So again, I'm going to make a chart. A prime is what's not in A. And remember, A is here. So regions 3 and 4 are A prime. B prime is 2 and 3, so B prime would be 1 and 4. So my answer here, remember, is going to be doing A prime union B prime, which is above. I'm doing the intersection, which is what's the same. So my answer here is region 4. That's my answer. Going over to the second statement, region A is the part that is actually circled in green. So in this case, that's 1 and 2. We already did B prime, so I'm just going to copy it over. I don't have to do it again, but I actually do bring it over so that it's all on the same side. So now I'm going to be doing the union of those two. Union says put everything down. So that answer is 1, 2, and 4. My final answer for this is obviously they're not equal, but I will be looking at your paper and deducting points if you just said equal or not. I will be looking for all 3 of those answers on your paper. Going to number 8, we're going to do the same idea. I want you to realize I've already done number 7. Sorry, this portion. We did that in number 7, so I'm just going to copy it down. Anytime that you've already done something, this won't happen obviously on a test because there'll be different problems, but on your homework, if you've done it, it's okay to bring it down because you've already done that. Over here on the right side, again, we've already done what's inside. We said that was region 4. So now I'm going to be doing the complement. And we actually should be able to look at that. And absolutely, I do expect you to be able to tell me that you know that those aren't equal. But you have to be able to tell me what answers. So what's left over is 1, 2, and 4. Because remember, the regions are 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's what's left over, which is the 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm looking for 4 for the left statement, 1, 2, and 4 for the right statement, and then your conclusion is they're not equal. So I do expect to see the work of all three, not just equal or not equal. My math lab will give you credit, you're going to lose points. So let's look at number 9. Similar idea. Draw my lines. I am going to number this one because you notice on the left we have lots of parentheses and primes involved. So I'm going to start off getting my C intersect B. If I do C intersect B, remember C intersect B would have been this region here, which is 5 and 6. I do realize that some of you actually can realize what the complement is of that. I just will say, please be careful. It's really easy to make a mistake. So if we used 5 and 6 here, it means what's left over would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That would be my answer for that complement. Second step would go in the inside of that parentheses, which is A intersect B. And A intersect B would have been regions 2 and 5. So now the complement of that is what's left over in the universal set. So I need a 1, have a 2, need a 3, need a 4, purple 5 is already there, 6, 7, and 8. This is where I like to personally use the idea of I am taking 1 union 2 to get this final answer. And this is everything, right? This is putting all of it in. So we are looking at this, and we're listing everything there. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is not included. Take my 5 off, right? 6 is included. 7 is included, and 8 is included. So everything is there except for 5. Okay? This is my answer for my statement on the left-hand side. Similar idea on this right-hand side. A, I'm just going to go ahead and write down, would have been 1, 2, and I'm going to write them in Roman numerals. 1, 2, 4, and 5, because it's the circle of A. B intersect C would have been, again, what we already had over here on number 1. It's 5 and 6. So on this side, we are taking 1 intersect. So what's the same? And 2. So I'm looking at this and saying, what is the same? And the same is region 5. So that is my answer on the right side. They are definitely not equal. And that's my final answer. I expect to see all 3 of those pieces on your paper.